Hi everybody! Today I thought I would do a day to night makeup tutorial. So if you would like to see how I created this look and transformed it into this nighttime look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start off with my Nivea Aftershave Balm as my primer. You want to wear a primer because it's going to help your makeup stay on longer, and if you're going to transition a day look into a night look, you're obviously planning to wear it for the whole day, so you want your base to be able to stay as long as possible, and that will help with it. Next I'll be using my Nars Sheerglow foundation, and I'm in the colour Stromboli. Now I'm going to go in with my Nars Creamy Concealer in the colour Ginger. I recently moved back to Australia from New Zealand, and unfortunately all the lighting equipment that I was using had to stay there. So I really apologise for the poor lighting today. I'm using natural sunlight. The light keeps coming and going, and yeah, I'm really sorry guys, but this is kind of what I had to deal with. There it goes again. Next I'll go in with my setting powder, which is the Face of Australia Loose Translucent Powder. So now I'll just brush my brows out before I do them. And I know you're probably thinking, why does she brush her brows? She's barely got any. I realised once I started brushing them out that the hairs almost seemed like they were finally starting to grow in the right direction. So I'm just gonna keep doing that because I feel like it's working for me. Next I'll do my brows, and I'll go in with Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in dark brown. So next I'll do a little bit of bronzing, and today I'll use the Anastasia Contour Kit in medium to tan, and I'll be using the colour Nutmeg, which is this bottom one down here. Down here. So after I'm done with my bronzing, I'll go in with my blusher. I'm using two Makeup Geek blushes today, and I'm using these two on the end. So this one here is Romance, and that's the one with a little bit of shimmer in it. Don't know if you can see it. And then that one there, which is a little bit of a peachy colour, and it's a matte colour, but the pigmentation is just out of this world. It's crazy. When I use these two colours, I like dipping my brush into Romance first, give it a good dab, and then with Infatuation, because it's so pigmented, it literally, as soon as you touch it, it is on your brush, and you really don't need any more than what's on your brush. Look at that. That's all basically Infatuation on that brush there, that big blob of pink. So if you're planning on wearing an eye makeup look for a long period of time, I would definitely recommend either using an eye primer or an eye base, just because both those products are made to help your eyeshadows last longer and wear for longer, as well as enhance the appearance of the eyeshadows and just sort of bring the makeup look a little bit more together. So for my eye colours, I'm going to stay quite neutral just because it's a day look and I want it to be able to suit anything and just look quite light and natural. I'm going to go in with Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek and just pack that all over my lid. Next I'll go in with Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, and that's this one here. And it's just a nice neutral brown, light brown shade. And I just want to use that one in my crease. So now I'm going to go in with any black eyeshadow. I'm just going to use the Makeup Geek Corrupt one because I've got it here. I'm going to just do a basic smoky liner look with that. After that, I'm just going to go in under my lower lash line with Creme Brulee again. So now I'll be applying some mascara, and I'll be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So now just to finish off with the eyes, I'm going to brighten up the inner corner a little bit with a shimmery eyeshadow. So I'll be using Makeup Geek's Shimma, which is this one here. So just to finish off this daytime look, I'm going to go in with lip gloss. I love this one in particular. So this one is the Australis Colour Inject. I didn't know why, but every time I put this on, my lips would feel really baby smooth and just get rid of any dryness. And I was just looking it up, and I'll read the description out to you. So it says, so glossy and long lasting, but also moisturizing. It's an injection of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. It contains Kakadu plum, which is the world's highest known source of vitamin C. Vitamin C is not only soothing, but also naturally stimulates collagen formation. So I found that very fascinating and realized why I love this so much. So I'm definitely going to go out and invest in some more of these. It's only quite a sheer lip gloss, but there's definitely a tint to it, so I really like that. And it smells of peaches. It's so good. Yeah, that smells like peach fuzz lollies. That's what it smells like. It smells delicious. So this is the completed daytime look, and now I want to show you how you can transition this look into a nighttime look. So once you've got this full face of makeup, you really don't need to add a lot more to your base. Obviously, if you've been wearing it all day, it might be a little bit oily, so you might want to do a bit of blotting. I will blot just with a piece of tissue. When I take a tissue, instead of using the whole tissue, I will separate it into just a single ply, and I'll just go in and blot wherever's most oily, which is normally my T-zone and my cheeks and a bit of my chin. You shouldn't see too much makeup on the tissue unless you sort of pressed a little bit too hard and possibly wiped it a little bit. Or if maybe you've not got a very long wearing foundation, then you might see a little bit more makeup on the tissue as well. So what I like to do after that is just to take a look at whether any of my foundation or makeup has seeped into any fine lines. It'll generally be around the inner eye area where maybe your concealer might have creased, maybe underneath your nose where foundation normally tends to gather, and maybe even your smile lines. What I like to do is just gently use my finger to sort of dab it out, just like you would if you were dabbing in your concealer under your eyes. If you don't like that, you can always go in with a beauty blender. I just find that with a beauty blender, it's another item that you've got to clean up after you've used it, but also it takes a little bit more of the product off as well, so I don't really try to use more tools if I don't have to. So once I'm done checking all those small things, I'll go in and set my makeup with some translucent powder just so everything is set again. So after I'm done with that, I'll add a bit of contour to my bronzer, just so it's a little bit darker and looks a little bit more dramatic for a nighttime look. After I'm done adding some contour to my cheeks, I'll go and put on some more blusher, just because a lot of it probably would have come off during the day. And then after that, I'll go in with a highlighter, and I'll go back to my Anastasia contour kit, in medium to tan and grab 10K, which is that highlighter shade there. So that will be pretty much the end of my touching up of the base of my makeup. Then I'll go in and take a look at my eyes. Nighttime brows and daytime brows I find personally are very different. In the morning you'll probably wear them a little bit lighter and you're normally going for a more dramatic and intense look. You probably want to deepen it a little bit more just so it matches the rest of your makeup. If I find that I've got some creasing going on, because I do have slightly oily eyelids, I will just literally go in with either a little shader brush, or again with my finger I will just dab out the parts that have sort of separated. Otherwise you can go in with your eyeshadow base or primer again and just cover up the area that's looking a little bit tatty and touch it up. So for eyeshadow shades, I'll go in again with Peach Smoothie, just so I have a transition shade for blending out the darker colours that I'll probably add in later on. Then again, I'll go in with Creme Brulee and just add that into my crease and deepen it a bit. I'll go in with Frappe, which is that lighter brown there. And that's just to add some depth into the crease. So from there we'll go in with this one here, which is Cocoa Bear, and again just following the crease. And from there I'll go in with this shade here, which is Bada Bing. It's a quite dark brown with some gold flecks in it. And I'll just add that to the outer corner of my crease. So after that I'm going to go in with the shade Homecoming, which is this metallic silver colour here. And I'm going to go in with a shader brush and pack it on there. And then I'm going to spray my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray onto that brush with the packed product on it. And with that, I'm going to go straight in on the lid. And just remember not to bring it above the crease. By adding that spray, you're making sure that the product stays on longer, as well as it creates a shinier and more metallic colour and looks more pigmented on the lid. So after that, I'll go and tightline my eyes. I'm going to use the Nars Larger Than Life eyeliner in Via Veneto. After I'm done tightlining my eyes, I'll go in with Creme Brulee on my lower lash line on the inner half. On the other half, I'm going to go in with that colour there, which is Cocoa Bear. Really focus the colour on the outer edge and then make it a little bit softer and lighter as you go in. Next I'll take Bada Bing, which is the dark brown with the gold flecks in it, and I will really focus that on the outside corner of my eye. Now I'm going to do a smoky eyeliner look on my top lash line. I'm going to go in with the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner in Damsel. And now I'll go in with a small angled brush and just blend that out. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the Shimma shade and just highlight that inner corner again. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara again, and I'm going to try and be a little bit light-handed with it, just because we do already have a layer of mascara on already from this morning, and we don't really want them to clump up, and that's what will happen if you put too much of this stuff on. So you can feel free to stop with the makeup here and just go straight onto the lips, or you can decide whether you want false lashes or not. I personally would add false lashes to this, just because false lashes just bring a makeup look to a whole nother level. Really open up the eyes, so I'm just going to go in with these ones here. Unfortunately, I don't really know the name of this because they're from my auntie's makeup store, and she just gave them to me, so I'm just going to use these for now. So finally we're going to finish with the lips, and I'm going to go with a red lip today, and I'm choosing to use the Lime Crime Velveteen in Red Velvet. So with this it can get quite messy, so I like to clean the doe foot applicator on the side of the bottle, just so I don't have too much product, otherwise it starts bleeding through the lines of your lips. And this is the completed nighttime makeup look. I really hope that you enjoyed the video today. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like the video. If you have any ideas of what you'd like to see in my future videos, then please leave a comment below and I will check it out and try and get that done. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you aboard, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!